This presentation will address the technical case for dredging the Vermilion River. The technical case for dredging the Vermilion River is supported by some empirical data. The Vermilion experienced three major floods in the 1940s. As a result, some major projects were executed in the 50s, including dredging the river and building some gates at Baia Catawba. And then we had no additional major floods for 65 years until 2016. We have even some more empirical data that dredging works. The Vermilion River experienced a near major flood of 15/8 in 1993, where about 300 homes flooded. Residents living along the river had been observing water coming up in their backyards after big rains. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers dredged a 1-mile section of the river, removing some severe shoaling near Coulee. And after this dredging project, residents living along the river no longer observed water coming up in their backyards after big rains. Let's talk about the gradient slope of the river to the bay. It's been noted by some people that the gradient slope between the river and Lafayette and Vermilion Bay is very shallow and will prevent the river from draining efficiently. We acknowledge that. The shallow gradient does slow the velocity of the river current when draining south. However, the shoals in Lafayette Parish have diminished the channel capacity by 1,000 square feet, with some shoals so severe as to act as a dam in the river. We're going to address Cypress Island. Cypress Island is Lafayette's floodplain and natural retention area. It is a very large, around 30,000 acre, very low elevation swamp area right adjacent to and east of Lafayette. Typically, some people in this area may know it as the Lake Martin area. Okay, the gradient to Cypress Island from Lafayette, however, is steeper. During the flood of 16, the maximum current velocity flowing into Cypress Island was double the maximum velocity flowing south to the bay. And these are actual measurements made by the USGS gauges on the Surrey Street Bridge. During the 2016 flood, about 42,500 acre feet of water flowed into Cypress Island before the flow south to Vermilion Bay resumed. So a substantial amount of water from Lafayette, the general Lafayette metro area, 42,590 acres, went north up into Cypress Island, with Cypress Island acting as a floodplain. So removing the shoals that exist today north of Coulee should further increase the ability to move water into Cypress Island quicker and then drain the river quicker when the rain finally stops. It took 55 days to drain the river after the 2016 flood. Laminar flow. Some parties have stated that deepening the channel in the river by dredging the river will not increase the flow because of an effect called laminar flow. Laminar flow is where different flow regimes in a stream exist. For example, there's flow at the top, but the water is static at the bottom and not moving. We believe the river's flow regime is, in fact, turbulent. If it was not, the Teche Vermilion freshwater district operations would not work. Laminar flow would result in a saltwater intrusion in the river, as saltwater is heavier than freshwater. I also note in conclusion here that some other parties, including the Corps of Engineers, have in the past recommended dredging the river. After the flood of 1993, in their report, it was noted that they recommended dredging the river as a larger dredging project could lower stages in the river up to 2 feet. And we had 70% of the homes during the flood of 16 had less than 1 foot of water in the homes. So that could save a substantial number of homes if we had another 2016 type event. We appreciate y'all taking time to review this data. If you have any comments, please contact Dredge the Vermilion on our website. Thank you.